last block.
Here we go. Start adding it. There we go. All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're officially starting construction on the pond. Right there. We actually decided to get our buddy to come help us who's in construction. He knows how to do it right and he knows how to do it perfectly because we want this thing standing for a long time. I mean, it's Florida. We got hurricanes, we got bad weather. We want this thing standing and our fish safe for a long time, so we're gonna do it right. So we've got all the corners in now. He's starting to go up and fill up the side of the pond, starting to fill it up. So he's got his corners laid out. Right.
The last block.
Wow.
Got everything done.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna start the pond. We're gonna fill it up with water, put all the rocks in, and lay the tarp in and just get it started. The pond needs to run for about 2 weeks for it to actually start to develop like actual bacteria that the fish need to thrive and live. So we're gonna start it now, and then the fish can go in about 2 weeks. So it's a big day for the channel, and I'm stoked to have you guys with us. So let's get to it. Earlier in the video, you guys saw that we had the guys over here that are actually building that house. They came over here and built this for us. They did it for really cheap, and it's all professionally done, so we don't have to worry about absolutely anything. So what happened was, as this cement started drying, like I started to chip off whatever like didn't make it inside the block, so the liner didn't actually get a hole in it. So I brimmed it all together. So now I'm just gonna take it all out, put it over there. That way I can lay the sand that I got and put it at the bottom of this, so there will be no cracks in the liner. You guys will see. These things are extremely heavy. Okay, we'll see how one bucket will do for us. Lift this thing up, put it in there. Got my handy dandy shovel over here. Pick this bad boy up. I'm just gonna shovel it all right into the pond. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm solo today. Brooke and Chris are in Chicago. I'm doing this all by myself, so bear with me if the video's not too choppy or not as so flowy. I'm filming all by myself today. I don't have a GoPro, so I just have to do it on this camera, but that's all right. I'm just gonna keep rocking and rolling here. Fill this bad boy up with sand. Let's get to it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I really don't think I need the shovel because I might just kick this bad boy over. See if it'll dump itself. Yeah, there we go. Just dump itself. Dump all that out. There we go. And now, you can use the shovel to start moving it around in places, and I'll use the broom over there to spread it out evenly across the whole bottom. But I have a whole nother 5-gallon bucket to do this, so this is honestly looking like it might just do it. I'm just gonna kick it around here and there. Get this bad boy all evened up. We got the sand nice and even across the bottom of the pond. So now it's time to get the pond liner over there, lay it out, get this thing filled up. All right, so obviously lengthwise, we have it. We got about 4 feet on the side since this is 20 feet of pond liner, but a little bit worried about the sides because this is gonna go down 2 feet on both sides, so it should be all right, but let's see. Now that we have it over, we're gonna get the hose from over there. Will's gonna grab it, bring it over here, start filling it up, and let it form itself. Let her rip. Here we go. The pond is filling up. So now it's caving in. It's gonna form the exact square that it needs, and this is gonna take a very long time. This is about 1,000 gallons to fill up. 1,000 gallons to fill up with water. So this should be taking quite some time. So here's a little time lapse. All right, as you guys saw that Will and I laid the tarp over and we gave it slack on the side. So now as you guys can see, the water is forming the tarp into the corners, all the sides, everything. So this is gonna get to here. This whole thing's gonna fill up just perfectly and form itself. So every now and then the tarp will fall like an inch or so. It'll just start giving and giving, and as this thing fills up, it's gonna be perfect. All right, so right now I'm gonna rinse out these rocks right here, because if you can't tell on the bag, you can tell the bag's like really brown, really mucky in there. So I'm gonna pour just a little bit in here. I'm gonna put the hose in. I'm gonna let the hose fill up the bucket, and it'll start overflowing with water, and that's gonna be all dirty. So I'll do that until this water is perfectly clear and I can see through the water and to see the rocks. Right here, I've got all the rocks in the 5-gallon bucket. Now, I'm gonna take this hose right here, put it in here, put it down in the bottom maybe a little bit. That way, when it starts filling up, the water will fill up and take away, see all that dirt on my hands right there? It's gonna take all that out, so the water is gonna be clear once we put it into the pond. Now the water's filling up and all this brown, dirty water is gonna start overflowing, and it's gonna eventually be all perfectly clear. So this is a great way to have your pond or tank, whatever you're putting into your tank or pond, for it to actually be clear, for like not as dirty. So if I just threw all these in, if I just threw all these rocks in the bottom of that, this is what it would look like. Eventually, as you keep hosing it or rinsing, it's gonna end up being clear, but you will have still a little bit of murky water, but that's what the filter's for. Obviously, it'll filter it all out. So but right now, I think it's a good time for you guys to go down, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn your post notifications on, because this pond is gonna be absolutely sick to see these fish end up growing to be absolute giants. So obviously, a huge red tail or a huge pacu cannot live in this pond forever. So we're gonna eventually have to build something bigger later on. So you guys definitely gonna wanna stay tuned on this channel with awesome fishing videos and pond videos. We just got Chester, so we're making moves on this channel, so stay tuned, hit the subscribe button. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take some of it and I'm gonna start adding it. I'm gonna start adding it to the pond. So I'll just do handfuls at a time. Start adding it a little bit, slowly but surely, because as I start taking more rocks out, it'll be easier for it to rinse and get clear a lot quicker. So we're gonna start adding rocks and keep filling the pond up. That right there is just one bag of rocks, so I have one more left, so I don't think it's gonna be enough. So I'm gonna make the run to Home Depot. I'm gonna get 1 or 2 more bags of rocks, I'm not sure yet, and then I'm gonna go to the pet store and get some dechlorinator and all the necessities that I need for this water to start forming bacteria and for the filter to start filtering. We're back from the pet store. Just got 1,000 gallons worth right there. 1,000 gallons of prime. This thing's about 960 gallons, so this will do it. I'm just gonna add the whole bottle, because why not? It's not gonna harm anything, but yep, we're gonna start filling it up. I didn't go to Home Depot because I still have probably half a bag of rocks left, and it honestly kind of looks good like this, so I can always just end up adding rocks later on. All right, the pond's just about full, so now I'm gonna cut the hose, rinse out the filter a little bit, put the pump in, get this thing rolling. So right now we're gonna rinse out the inside of this filter. It's got the bio balls in here, the little thing to stop the bio balls from coming up, this green piece, sponge, and some carbon. So we're gonna rinse this all off, get it hooked up, start running in the pond. I cleaned out the whole inside of the filter, the tubing, everything. So now we're gonna cut this tubing, because it's very, very big, to the appropriate sizes that we need to. So for the part pumping out into the pond, I'm just gonna only need probably about 2 feet, 1.5 feet to lean right over the edge into here. And then for the intake from the pump right down there, probably like 3 feet. So we're gonna cut those right now. Right now I got the outtake just like this stone holding it, pumping in there, so it'll make some bubbles for the oxygen. So yeah, we're gonna plug everything in right here and just hopefully it works. It's filling up. Hopefully it comes out that end. There we go. We're good. Hopefully this all clear up by tomorrow. Clean all this up. Put a few more of those bricks along the end, but this isn't the finished product. This is just the start, because we want to put stuff around here along the pond liner. Here's the pond. I'm gonna dechlorinate the water now. This thing treats 1,000 gallons, so this thing's 960, so I'm just gonna put the whole bottle in. It can't hurt. Better too much than not enough. I'm gonna have to get the water tested to check the pH, and I'll adjust the pH to wherever it has to be. 7.2 is where I would like it. And yeah, this thing's gonna cycle for a couple weeks before I put the fish in. The fish are gonna be so happy in here. It's a lot more living space for them, a lot more space to thrive, and I'm really excited about it. So if you guys haven't already, go down, hit the subscribe button, like this video, comment, turn your post notification bell on so you guys get notified as soon as we upload, because we're not done with this pond. We still need to decorate it. We're gonna get some lilies in here, do something with the outside, obviously trim up the pond liner, but for now, that's it. It's getting dark, but I'm tired, so that's all we got. See you guys in the next video. Here's Chester. He's going for a little stroll. There he goes. Out to the huge yard he's got to live in.